Hey there, this is Mr. Miller. Welcome to video number 18. Hope you enjoyed your day off yesterday. We have just two more videos in this unit. Video 18, which we're doing right now, and video 19. I got my buddy Pythagoras here. Looks like he's all ready to go. So let's get started. We're going to do word problems that come from geometry. Okay, here's our first example. We're going to do two rectangle examples and two triangle examples. These are kind of like problems like that are on the ACT, and I really want you to get them if you come across them. All right, the first problem says the length of a rectangle is 8 centimeters more than twice its width, and the perimeter is 82 centimeters. When it's talking about a rectangle, let's draw a rectangle. So if there's not a diagram, let's make a diagram. Okay, it's kind of rectangle-ish. That's my rectangle there. All right, and these problems, they give the length in terms of the width. So I'm going to let the width be W. And it says the length of the rectangle is 8 centimeters more than twice its width. So the length would be 2W plus 8. That's 8 centimeters more than twice the width. Okay, that's kind of the hard part, is getting the diagram and the setup here. Writing the equation and solving it is going to be no problem for you guys. So I went and labeled all the sides so we don't forget to include them all when we find the perimeter. So if we add up all the W's, 2W plus another is 3, plus 3 more is 6W. And when I add up the constants, 8 plus 8 is 16. We want it to equal 82. If we subtract 16 from both sides, we get 6W equals, that'd be 66. And if you divide both sides by 6, you get W equals 11. So 11 centimeters. As I said, the solving part, really easy. It's the setting it up. And so the diagram is important. Got a lot of cool art this video. So here's another one. I really like this one. It's kind of trippy. All right, example 2. The length of a rectangle is 10 less than 4 times its width. So again, it's another rectangle problem. So draw something that looks kind of like a rectangle. Doesn't have to be fancy. They express the length in terms of the width. So I'm going to let the width be W, and the length is 10 less than 4 times that. So 4W minus 10. Remember that 10 less than 4 times its width means we're subtracting 10. Okay, label all the sides if you want. Add them up to find the perimeter. I get 10W minus 20 equals 150. Okay, we can solve this real quick. I'm going to add 20 to both sides. And I get 10W equals 170. Divide by 10, you get W equals 17. So 17, and I think the units were centimeters. No problem. Draw a diagram. Okay, since it expresses the length in terms of the width, make the width the variable. All right, half done. Here we go. This is a triangle problem. These get confusing quickly. It says the first side of a triangle is 5 centimeters shorter than the second side. The third side is 7 more than the first side, and then they give us the perimeter. So it's kind of difficult to know where to start, but I see that the first side is given in terms of the second side. So let's draw a diagram. Here's a triangle. I'm going to call the second side X. The first side is 5 centimeters shorter than that. So this would be X minus 5. So this is the second side. That's the first side. The third side is 7 centimeters more than the first side. So this is the first side. And if I add 7 centimeters to it, negative 5 plus 7 is 2. I get X plus 2. So second side, this is first side, second side, third side. Now, that's totally confusing, but if you label the second side X, the first side is X minus 5, and the third side is X plus 2. Okay, now solving the problem is easy. Find the perimeter. It's 3X minus 3, set it equal to 21. If you add 3 on both sides, you get 3X equals 24. If you divide by 3, you get X equals 8. Now, that was a lot of work, and if you said X equals 8, it would be wrong though. It says find the length of the longest side. The longest side is going to be the X plus 2. In fact, if we wanted to find all the sides, the first one would be 3, the second one would be 8, and the last side would be 10. So these are the sides. And the largest one then is 10. Wow, that's going to take a little practice. Okay, so let's do one more. One more problem, one more cool piece of art here. So the first side of a triangle is 6 more than the second side. The third side is 11 more than the second side. And then they give us the perimeter. So let's just draw a generic triangle. And bam, bam. Okay, first side is 6 more than the second. So let this be the second. 6 more than that would be x plus 6. So I'm letting this one be x. This is x plus 6. The third side is 11 more than the second side. So this was the second side. So that's going to be x plus 11. All right, we're ready to go. So if we have this diagram, it makes it easy. So 3x plus 17, that's the perimeter, is equal to 83. So subtract 17. That was 7. Okay, subtract 17 from both sides. So we get 3x. That's going to be equal to 66. All right, divide by 3. We get x equals 22. So the sides are, the first side would be 28, putting in x equals 22, the second one 22, and the third one 33. Okay, so they said find the length of the longest. The longest is 33. Okay, this is like the very last problem on the quiz, so we've almost done everything. There's just a little bit here and there to do, and we're almost ready. Okay, that was pretty quick today. So you got 2 good examples. Well, your general assignment is right here, and there's one of each kind. The first problem is a rectangle problem. So in your journal, make sure you draw a diagram of a rectangle and solve the problem. Then the next one is a triangle problem. So draw a triangle and then try to label the first, second, and third sides with their length. All right, don't panic, guy. This guy looks really scared here. So don't panic. It's going to be okay. See you in class.